Kubo, welcome in. You go by Kubsy or Kubsy quite often on Twitch, and I'm so happy to talk to you today.
Yeah, I'm very happy to.
What region of the world are you talking to me from?
So I'm in Europe. I was born in Poland, but I'm currently living in UK.
You are, and are you at university there or working there?
Yes, I'm at university studying computer science.
And you still have time to work on the 10 engine?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just usually testing, but I can contribute to the code, but not too much, just usual tests.
Can you tell me what are the origins of you finding Tomb Raider or Tomb Raider finding you in your life?
I found Tomb Raider back in 2009 when I was 6 years old. My mom brought me and my sister to her friend, I believe, and then when we were leaving, her friend handed in the CD of Tomb Raider Anniversary. I then downloaded it on my computer and I started playing, and I really enjoyed it. I played it for a few times, and then there was an extra tab from what I remember, and I found out that there were classics and also the rest of LAO series like Legend and Underworld. So back in Poland, I went to a store which sold the premium edition of Tomb Raider, which had all of the classics including Angel of Darkness and LAO Trilogy, and I started playing LAO Trilogy, and then I started playing the gold expansions because I really enjoyed them too. So completed Tomb Raider 2, 3, 4 and 5, but unfortunately I couldn't complete Tomb Raider 1 because I had a serious bug.
Did you ever finish Tomb Raider 1?
No, I did not. I might complete it with the remasters.
That would be a nice opportunity to complete it. The remasters are pretty special.
Yeah, definitely.
So you did a lot of playthrough as a young child, and then when and how did you start level building?
I found out that there's a TOT level of Tomb Raider 4, which was the playable one. I played it and I enjoyed it too. And then by looking at YouTube, I found a Polish YouTuber called Nie Zapominajka. She did a lot of walkthrough videos from different TRLEs, and I really enjoyed it. And in her description, she provided the site where she downloads them from, which was trle.net. So I tried out, and since 2012, I've been playing custom levels non-stop.
And are there any other builders that you especially admire or enjoy playing their levels?
There are many. I especially admire people like Mahitus or Black Wolf. For example, their level of Forbidden Palace is just unique. And I admire is Leonardo 1995, and then Sabatu, because I think like all four of them actually brought the classics like to a new level with their like texture modifications and stuff, and as well as geometry. Agent XP, I admire her because she has also unique styles for like different events like Christmas and BTB, etc. She ran the classic competition, which I also participated in 2021, and honestly I just really admire her. I've been watching her videos too of her walkthroughs of her own levels, and I just really admire these people. There are also other people, but I think there's too many of them to mention.
It's so hard, right? Because there are so many, but yeah, I've played many of Agent's levels and enjoyed them thoroughly. And I did play Black Wolf's Into the Realm of Eternal Darkness. Is that the name of it?
Yes. And yes.
So well done and interesting and clever and so much content. Like I really, really enjoyed that.
Indeed. The black and white setting in the castle level was really nice.
It was very cool with the purple thrown in. It was really enjoyable. Definitely too many people to mention. Can you tell me a little bit about the development of 10? It sounds like you're beta testing, but if you could share a little bit about how that has come to be and where it's going, that would be great.
Yes, so back in 2018, Monty TRC, the lead developer of Tomb Engine, and who also made Tomb Editor actually, announced that he was making a project of Tomb 5 decompilation, which was basically taking the Tomb 5 exe and then like stripping out its source code so it could be like easily manipulated with a programming language. And then I found out that there was a Discord that they were developing Tomb Engine. It was actually called TR5 main at that time. There were several developers working on it, and it went through a lot of stages. Like it was in very alpha stage. It was like Unfortunately, there were some points where it would collapse because there were like no rules or like coding conventions, which would make the code look very messy and unorganized. However, LWMTE, who contributed to several projects, came back to the project and he fixed most of the stuff to make the code more manageable. And then we had another developer who's actively working on it very hardly. I really appreciate him. Who's called Says, and since then they've been developing until back in 2022. We collectively decided to release the first beta of Tomb Engine, and since then I've been basically beta testing with a bunch of others. The stuff that Says, LWMTE, Monty, and others were like implementing, and it evolved a lot. It's not quite there yet because there's a lot of bugs to be fixed and functionality is missing, but I think it's going into a really good direction.
It really looks like, from the levels that I've played in 10, that the functionality is just going to sort of blow the doors off of what builders can do. It looks incredible.
Yeah, you can see by the Tower Bridge experience, like every limits have been surpassed, and Gecko built something incredible, like life-size Tower Bridge. That's incredible.
It really is. You know, having been there, fortunately, a few times in my life, it really feels like you're there. I mean, obviously there's some fantasy involved, but it does make you feel like you're there. So even though it's in beta, there's just amazing things happening already.
Yeah, definitely. I would say it's at the same level as RNG, maybe a bit ahead because of like the Lua programming language, what it can do and what people have shown so far. For example, there was a person called Bagas Mad who made Tomb Raider Lao style ledges where like if you shoot with a crossbow on a wall, a ledge would spawn and Lara would actually climb on it like normally.
Wow.
Which was actually incredible.
And it's incredible that everybody's willing to do all of this unpaid, you know, as a hobby, like out of sheer enjoyment and love for Tomb Raider and developing something like this. It's incredible. Kuba, tell me some hints about any future projects if you'd like to.
I have 4 projects. One of them is almost finished. So this is called VCI project. It's untitled at the moment, but I'll be thinking of a title very soon. Basically, Lara will have to reach the VCI building once again to retrieve some Egyptian artifacts hidden down below the VCI building. And I can say that the level will start in outside, then we'll transition to inside the building, and then Lara will have to go to the Egypt section that she'll be exploring. And there will be a bonus level of 2 levels which were released, Venetian Night Adventure and Abandoned Library, but connected together, and it will be in a horror-esque style level, which will be a black and white level with modified places, geometry, etc. The second project is something that I was planning for a long time in my head. It's Lara at the Games, a Hugo TV inspired mini game. What that means is that back in Poland between 2000 and 2009 there was a show called Hugo, which was basically a kids show where like people would call in to the studio, or I think it was the other way around. You send a post to the studio and they will call you back, and then you would be choosing a mini game and you would play it with your phone. And what I thought is that I would try and implement this into the 10 TRLE scene. First level is Lara being transported into another dimension and she has to reach a maze in order to escape. And the second one, you would have to just jump on the barrels, collect some stuff whilst the oxygen is slowly depleting, and make it to the final door. And my third project is the long-awaited Christmas weekend level, which I originally announced in the Tomb Raider Advent Calendar back in 2022, which unfortunately I had no time to finish it off, but I'll plan to finish it off in future, and it will be released as a standalone level. My fourth project is my Venetian Night Adventure goal, because as some people will know, I released part 1 for my CAC competition, and there was part 2 missing, so I started on that one. However, I recently saw DJ's review and others mentioning this, that I should connect part 1 and part 2 to make a full edition, and I decided to do that. And yeah, that's all I can say about my 4 projects.
You have so many things going on, and you're a university student. That's incredible. We look forward to seeing some of these completed, Kuba. It's going to be great. great.
Yeah, I'm very excited to finish those and share this with the community.
Thank you so much for speaking with me today. This was really a treat to be able to talk with you. I know, we talk in chat, but we've never had a voice chat, and it's great to hear
Yeah,
about your work and what you're doing.
it was really nice to speak to you too.